put back on your pause, young lady. I'm Love. Hey, lovies, how y'all doing this evening? Welcome to another Dominique Unscripted Live. I'm your host, Dominique. How y'all doing? So, yeah, welcome in. I hope everyone had a great day. Today it is what? Thursday, March 25th. We are 3 months into the new year and
26.
Today's 26th?
Today's Thursday, March 26th.
Thursday, March 26th, 3 months into the new year, and it already seems like it's moving fast, and that's okay. Also, want to say a big happy day of birth to the mister, my producer. His birthday was on Tuesday, so if you see him, go ahead and tell him happy birthday, happy belated or whatever. Go over to his page and say, hi, happy birthday. Dominique sent me. So, I have news. I finally got it. What you want to know? Okay, I'm going to tell you. I finally got my Kindle Scribe Color Soft. Isn't it faboo? Yay, me. I know. You don't care. But I do. So, I haven't I'm still learning. I'm still getting used to it. It's not so much different than my Kindle Scribe, but I'm liking it. And good thing about it is it has my Kindle, and I can still write my book on it. So that's always a plus. So yeah, is anyone out there? Do y'all have a Kindle Scribe? Are you liking it? Are you liking the new update to the new version? If you have the Color Soft, are you liking it? That's a little tech talk for my techie people. You're not going to get very much of that on this side, but I just thought I'll throw it out there, see what you guys think about the Color Soft. The mister is trying to get me to try and test out, in his words, daily drive another tablet, tablet as my daily driver, because we all know the Kindle Scribe is my daily driver. I've never used that word in a sentence before, that phrase, the daily driver. So we'll see how this goes. So, what's been going on with me film wise? I think last we talked that my premiere is coming up June 6th of Fatal Promises, where I portray the character Tiffany. Is that girl name? I believe her name was Tiffany. I portray the character of Tiffany, and I'm excited about that. I need to go and find something green. I need a new green uh pantsuit, dress, something formal. But yes, definitely need something green because the movie deals with mental illness, and the color for mental health awareness is green. So that is the color. So if you're in the Dallas area on June 6th, come see me. Come see the movie Fatal Promises. We'll be at I wrote it down somewhere. I thought I did. I did not. But the tickets are on sale for $22 at Eventbrite. You can go. Hush, girl. You can go on Eventbrite, get the tickets. They're gonna be a raffle. There's gonna be a raffle for a 60-inch TV, I believe. And those raffle tickets are $5 each. So go ahead. If you're in Dallas, come see your girl. Come see the movie. Let me know what you think. And don't worry, I'll keep updating you on when to remind you to go ahead and get your ticket. We're going to do a red carpet interview. Well, I'll get someone to do the interview on my channel Probably either the Mister or my sister will come and they will hold the interviews for me. I think Aaron is really pushing for my sister to do the interview. He doesn't want to. He just wants to be behind the scenes. So, and that's fine with me, you know? Whatever works best. Courtney can do it. She can do it very well. What else is going on? I also have Planting Trees, which is a new YouTube series that's going to be dropping this weekend. No, is that this weekend? The 31st? Next week, the 31st. The first episode will be dropping on YouTube where I get to be behind the camera, which is exciting. I was the AD and I'm still the AD. We're working, it's still a work in progress. So there's that. Hush, little puppy. She's not feeling the greatest. She hurt herself, so she's being extra babyish, okay? So you might hear her whining. She hurt herself, so we gotta show her a little extra love. So, um, the YouTube series Planet Trees, which centers around friends with 2 to 3 different women showing their growth as friends in relationships. It's taking you back to the old school ways of shows, not really old school, but showing black women in a positive light. Think girlfriends, sisters, half and half, 101, that kind of sitcom thing that's going. So think that when you look into Planting Trees. I'm excited. I got to be AD. Aaron got to be a bit of a cameraman, so that was kind of cool. I'm looking forward to it, seeing the full finished product. As far as Black Web of Secrets, we've kind of put a pause on that because some things have come up. So production has kind of stopped trying to see how we can move around that. One of the main characters who plays the sister of mine, um, she hurt herself, really bad accident. So we're just trying to see where do we go next? Where do we go from here? So that's that. So yeah, what else I have here? You have anything interesting to say about that, Mr. Williams? No. So I said I need to be prepared and I need to be ready when the auditions come up and they want you to have a monologue prepared. This is something I was supposed to do, geez, eons ago, seems like. So my coach, Ronson Hawkins, is that Ronson? He said that most actors should not do monologues from movies because when casting directors see, or even the audience sees this, you doing a monologue from a movie, they're going to automatically put them in the mindset of who did it better. The actor who performed it in the movie or you. Well, more than likely that actor in that movie is, pretty top notch, pretty top tier actor or actress. So when you do a play, that monologue can change. Several different people could have done that same monologue. I see what the problem is. I think it's the BALL underneath your desk. Uh, Several people would have performed said monologue. So what did I do? I went out. Well, I had it delivered. And I got Dot by Coleman Domingo, which is supposed to be a really good play. It came in today. It's centered around 3 women and 4 men, a family. The holidays are always a wild family affair at the Sheely house. But this year, Dottie and her three grown children gather with more than exchanging presents on their minds. As Dottie struggles to hold on to her memory, her children must fight to balance care for their mother and care for themselves. This twisted and hilarious new play grapples unflinchingly with aging parents, midlife crisis, and the heart of a West Philly neighborhood. So, I got this. I flipped through the pages and I found one monologue so far, maybe two, and I'm gonna learn it and I'm going to put it on my channel and I want you guys to critique. Let me know what you think. I asked, and I already kind of knew the answer to this question, but I asked anyway. I asked Ronson, I said, when you get a new monologue or you're learning from a play, do you read the play in its entirety or just kind of around the scene where you get the monologue from? And his response was he reads the play in its entirety to get a good sense of the character, what's going on throughout the entirety of the play. And I was just like, kind of had a feeling you was going to say that, but sometimes you try to, cheat the system. And if you're an actress or an actor, you can't really just cheat the system. You have to learn, you have to do the work. So I'm going to do the work. And it's not like it's a very long, it's not thick, but it's a play. It's 106 pages. So I should be able to knock this out, right? In no time, right? Right. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited. So y'all y'all be ready. I want y'all to really critique me and tell me what you think. Can y'all do that for me? Awesomeness. I'm just blowing through this, aren't I? Why are you laughing at me? Am I talking fast?
No, not really.
Y'all, Aaron said I talk fast, so I'll be trying not to. And I'm only 12 minutes and 30.
Some of it because there's no interaction, so you just.
So I'm just moving from, yeah, which is cool. So if you, more than likely, you're gonna catch this on the playback. Please interact and let me know what you think. Um, I gave this live the topic of getting out the slump. I think that's what it's called, right? Out the slump. That's what it is. So sometimes when you've been reading and you read a book so good, you kind of get into a slump. I don't necessarily know that I read a book so great that it put me in a slump, but I've kind of been in a slump with reading. And I think it's because I honestly think it's because I'm not reading a fantasy, a romantasy kind of novel. I haven't read a werewolf or dragon, fairy, fae, all the mythical creatures. I haven't read any of that for a while now, and that's because of the book. So what I did, I just picked a random book that's in my library to see if that would help get me out of the slump I was in because I tried to read All Eyes on Him, um, and I tried to read another book. Can't remember the name of it, but and it wasn't like they're bad books. They was good for the most part from that I just couldn't really get into it right then because I just was like, what is this? It's not what I so I'm not DNFing those books. I'm probably just gonna come back to them later on. But I did read Teflon, Indigo and Teflon, Falling for the King of Detroit, books 1 and 2. So those were good. It also taught me, as I was reading, the importance of a good editor when you're writing. Because not that this book had a lot of major mistakes, because it really didn't. It was just small things that I noticed. It said he when it should have been um, hers, or his, just like the small things, or like who was that. It will say something kind of out of order, or not technically complete or fit right there, but you kind of had to use your context clues, like, oh, that's what that's supposed to mean. But every book has some sort of, because you're not, even if you do have a really good editor, you're not going to catch it all. But for the most part, I think a really good editor, that's what this taught me. Most books, especially if you started with Wattpad, which is what I started with when I got into book apps that lets you read on on your phone, or like your Kindles and things like that. I started with WhatsApp, and a lot of the authors on WhatsApp are amateurs. But to me, once you've written a book, does that really still make you an amateur if you put it out there? Are you still amateur at that point, or are you professional? Or are you not a professional until you get paid for it? These are questions I want to know. But anywho, um, I read Teflon, Indigo and Teflon, Falling for the King of Detroit, which, like I said, was a good book. It was okay. It kind of got me out my slump. I'm ready to read the next thing, which I haven't found yet. I've also started the audiobook of Judge Stone, which is a collab with James Patterson and Viola Douglas. And Viola Douglas does the audio narration. While this book is not a horrible book, it's James Patterson, come on. Um, to me, it just reminds me of The Help. It's in a small Alabama town, and Viola sounds very much like Abby. That's where it takes me to. So I'll probably start. I'll probably pick up that again tonight and see what happens with it. It's not, like I said, it's not bad. And I think where I left off is where it really is going to start picking up again. So I'll keep you posted on that. From my understanding, this is supposed to be a fabulous book. Fabulous. But James Patterson is a great author, so there's that. Dude, I've just blown through all my topics. That's crazy. I mean, I guess not. Like you said, people on the playback. So if you read or did the audio version of Judge Stone, let me know what you think about it, because I'm interested. If you read Indigo and Teflon, Falling for a Detroit King, let me know. And how did you get out of your reading slump? What did you do? What did you read? What helped you get out of it? I am very curious to know how you moved on from that. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got for y'all tonight. But before I let y'all go, because this is me, I'm Dominique, and I'm not going to leave you without a scent or fragrance of the day. I can't do it. So, here it is. And the box is so pretty. This is, can you see it? Queen of Spades. You see that? Queen of Spades, a game of spades, queen. All right. Gonna open that up there. There's the bottle. This is by Joe Milano. And it's just a cute little bottle. You see that? Color is pretty. Bottle is heavy. The top has nice weight on it. Now, nice atomism, of course. So, Aaron didn't think I would pick a fragrance like this. And I'm surprised I did too, but it's different for me. It's light. It opens with a zesty, citrusy kind of scent, and then you get a little bit of floral, and at the very end you get a sweet kind of musky note towards the end. And that's different for me. I guess you could say my fragrance nose and my my fragrance taste, they're growing. I'm becoming more of an adult with my fragrances. And I love that for me. So again, that is Game of Spades Queen from Joe Milano. You get the top notes of tangerine and freesia. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't even know that I like freesia. Once I read the notes, I was like, do I even like freesias? I feel like that's a very, very, very floral scent. And in all actuality, the middle notes are quite floral as well. The middle notes are lily, jasmine sambac, and rose. But this scent is not heavily, heavily floral, at least not to me. And you get those base notes of musk, amber, and sandalwood. So it kind of balances out. It's like an all around kind of scent to me. You get your little citrus, sweet, and floral, just a smidge. So I like that. This is a very spring forward, springtime kind of scent. Definitely wear this on a brunch day, Sunday brunch, outing with the girls, outing with your dude, early morning, midday kind of scent. That's what this is because it's very light. You're going to have to reapply. If you want that long lasting, you're definitely going to have to reapply. I let my niece, when she came over, she smelled it. She was like, "Oh, spray some on me, spray some on," because she liked it as well. Because it's fresh and it's different. And I love that for me. You know? So yeah. If you're in the market, try it out. All right. So I guess that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much. Leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. So you'll be here for the next live. All right. Like, comment, share, all the things. And until next time, toodaloo.